Welcome back. I've added some health and energy here, because I had exactly enough for that. Still don't have that. Or that, which is a thing, apparently. Also that. Perhaps that's what I should aim for next. I don't know. I have also switched things out here, and also, wait, I'm gonna show that. Yeah, that shows all. I've rearranged some stuff basically. Going forward, we shall see how that goes. But for now, I have to figure out what's going on down in the foundation.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it. No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
I can't see much anyway. That's a start.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Is this the red sand from... Oh, maybe not. This black rock. It's black rock growing out of the walls.
Crystals are kind of pretty.
Crystals.
Emily would be having a field day down here.
Not rock, crystals. And what's going on there? Whatever it is, it stopped. Let me up. Did it block my... Might as well have a go. Nope, I'm just plain not allowed to get it yet, I suppose. There was a thing, there's a thing.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How do we miss it?
Reception filter.
Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
I suspect he has come to an unfortunate end. Or worse, we're going to have to do something about him. Am I supposed to go this way? Looks like.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house.
Wait a minute.
Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
All the old guard are gone.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place. And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
I am forced to argue that sentiment. And I'm assuming, yeah. Not too high, it's a bit stalactitey. Sounds too wet to be the sand. At least some of the time. Oh, god damn it.
They found their way down here too, huh?
Terrific, really terrific. Pardon, come again. Let's take a quick look over here. Or not. It's a big bright pit. I'm assuming I don't want to go there. Look over here. Isn't a thing that I assume the crystal is going to prevent me from... Nope. Is there anything actually up there? Doesn't look like it. Maybe it is the sand, it's just that some of it is wet. I'm betting I can't actually get them from in here. I have to go out there. I did take a hit, but... and I did do some damage, apparently. something growl? I'm not allowed to have that one yet. Anything of interest here? Doesn't look like it. It's interesting though. Can I get up that way? Nope, I can't. Hello? At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images were ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these? Or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are the paintings telling a story that is still being written? If so, who is writing it? The rest of nothing. Pyramid. People. A bit vague and hard to tell. Yeah, well. Not seeing anything floating above. And then the music does that. Oh crap, there's more than one. Okay, this is a bit weird. I'm going to beat a bit of a retreat. Oh crap, they count up. What the? I turned an enemy that was right there, and he still kept going after me. Go, ram it.
We're using pickaxes now.
Okay. Archaeologists have become this. Nice. Yes. Not sure what that is, actually. That is terribly disappointing, though. New kind of enemy. And they're very uncomfortable. Wait a minute. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all-hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole up into the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist. Operation Paperclip, that makes sense. And goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. So it was here back then. Okay, it's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We were breathing that shit in. Well, I can't say I want to stick around then. It's sharpened. Yeah. They're the most like me that I can be. Being all dodgy. I don't appreciate it. Maybe change in weapon is indicated. Okay, that's nice. And there's no way for me to get through this, is there? No. Guess it's something I'll have to return to. Okay, that's the way out. That's just the light. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. Marcus is a wise man. I'm assuming I get to do something about all this crystal stuff. At some point. And I can explore extra rooms later.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension.
Okay, back to charge.
What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Cave bleed. And there's plenty more to explore. Or hop, skip, jump, I suppose. Oh, I can't do that. Wait a minute, are they shooting at him instead of me? You're shooting at me too, why? Oh. I guess I pushed him off the ledge. Do I want to go up there? I might want to go up there. Oh, there you are. Okay. Can I go up there? I don't think I can. No. I'd have to find a way up and then back down. I don't think I can do that from here. Still breaking the rock.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
I think Polaris just agreed with me. Crossroads. That's the place they were talking about, weren't they?
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive!
I don't believe it.
Wait! It's Jesse!
It's
The
not
director.
Marshall. It's a trick. It's a trap. Unless...
Whoa. This place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me?
No, but I
She was on the hotline,
think I can
so
see.
that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Investigate the nail. I'm probably gonna regret this, aren't I? I'm going to take a roundabout route. Can I get in here? I can. Oh. Of course. Probably shouldn't be down here in a suit. Ah.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting. But we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Too many questions. Alright. I guess this is where the pistol came from.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Choose one what? You can extend the crystal. You can destroy the crystal. I think I prefer powers over weapons, so... Well, I understand it's for a specific circumstance. I have to admit, additional gameplay type stuff is not what I expected. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention, I'm afraid. Oh. Am I supposed to continue around? Alright. Yeah, I kind of accidentally found that out already.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple.
You had to jinx it.
You with me?
Yeah. We could go down to there, we could wait for that. I'm gonna wait. I have a habit of waiting, and it's probably gotten me killed more than once. But see a light over there. On the nature of the pillar. Pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Wait, did I call the ones from the ceiling stalactites or stalagmites? Eh. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house, or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed, from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. I assume, yeah. So, I suppose now I backtrack and open those ways that were closed to me before. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by higher intelligence, such as the board, remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Wouldn't recommend it. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Just think that means they don't have the brains for it. Well, the Foundation seems to continue on into the distance. But I suspect... Oh wait, am I seeing more art? I am. Is that the one-eyed monster? I do believe it is. We still haven't beaten it. That's not what I meant. Damn it. Wait for me. Okay. Warehouse. I think that's a good idea. I might need that. You didn't try to climb down, did you? Doubt it went anywhere good. Don't get stuck. That's all I care about. I'm guessing I'm entering a new combat arena. Can I do anything about this? Nope. Yes, I remember that B is melee. I don't like it. I don't use it. I guess that's what you wanted me to do. There doesn't seem to be anything else of interest here. Oops. No, not that I can see. None of that now. No, that wasn't what I meant. Never mind. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime as I've theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwartzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those I discovered a single relevant line. And there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believed that some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence. And though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the Tree of Knowledge, Yaximixche. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Some cultures offered... I'm not even sure where that's from, actually. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as a sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? It probably wasn't you. I think you would have noticed. Right, we want to get rid of that. Don't care about this. That's completed missions. Yeah. The bathroom. Why can I use a shower? Fine, I'll use the shower, see what happens. Do I get wet? Guess not. We'll wait for the best. Actually, it'd be for the best even if I was wearing the leather, because, yeah. Obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes individuals are simply performing redacted, called rituals. The redacted of rituals can vary. Haven't we read this already? Most people have the vast majority. Yeah. Or did it flip to a different document? Is that a thing that can happen? I don't know. Well, I have one more door to check.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Assume it's, nope. It's not. There is a hole in the foundation, and I assume I have to fill it. I'm not a fan of the floaty guys, though. Into the foundation we have to go, I suppose. Yeah, were they building this themselves?
inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hylogalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions.
Control points.
That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Let me just... Huh. My bad. Guessing. What the? Why is this being a problem? Not you. I don't know why that isn't working. Oh, source of the cores. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't know yet the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like creativity that it allowed and set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Yeah, I can't blame you. Okay. Glad to see I am getting these in order. What am I supposed to do with you? I really don't know. You're refusing to plug in. Maybe it's because you're not lit up like that. Chill, I want to stack you. Ugh, whatever. You appear to be functioning. Nothing to do there. Yeah, I don't want to go all the way back down there. But is there anything I can do to make sure I get over there? Not particularly. Assume I can. I suppose. No. Never mind that for now. Errands. Oopsie. Not exactly what I intended, but... Suppose if I'd chosen the break stuff thing, then ooh. Here we go. Go bother someone else. Oh, there's more than one. Of course there is. Son of a Tarkna. Okay. Come and get it. Oh man, did that get me too? Alright. A lot easier to deal with. And you can lure them into crystal traps. And the standard pistol format isn't doing much apparently. Weapon mods full. Maybe I should spend shinies on upgrading weapons. I can decide what I actually want.
That damn gun. Fatal. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
And it probably got you killed. I know I've gotten myself killed plenty. Meteor Hill. AWE3. Early days. Per archival mandates 8A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. It's an updated version, I guess. The retrieved material was subjected to Failstrom's array, configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress it became vaporous. Researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. Child victims of Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were redacted and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately: deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations: confusion, heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility and redacted to receive help away from society. And then what? Are you coming? Access, I guess. Oh. Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do now, then. But it's been an hour. Maybe that should be it. Of that. Yeah. I think it's about time. Can we do spin as well? It cost more than I want to go without. Next time. What's this one? Shadow projectile boost. Projectile spread. Yeah. Looks for me. What was this one? Source gained from taking melee damage. Interesting. Not something I'm going to play with right now. I got an upgrade for that, at least. Tempting. Yeah. 5s for all. Get that. We also have... Yes, we do. Excellent. Let's, yeah. Let's get rid of all these 3s, shall we? And that's probably where I'm going to end it. Until next time.